Hey yo, Pyro, motherfucking Mayfield. Dope boy fresh. Woo!
Dope boy fresh from my head to my feet, bitch. Dope boy fresh, serving fiends in the street, bitch. Dope boy fresh, I'm a monkey on them trees, bitch. Dope boy fresh, I know they see me. Dope boy fresh season. Dope boy fresh season. Dope boy fresh season. Dope boy fresh, I know they see me. Dope boy fresh, I be cleaner than a mannequin. Dope boy fresh, in these streets ain't no panicking. Dope boy fresh, yes I lead by example, and I'm dope boy fresh, my nigga, I wasn't here.
Yo, what is up? Welcome to the first edition of Sentells Intel, the hottest new Facebook Live show and podcast in the world. My new co-host, who I'll introduce in a few minutes, she keep telling me not to say the word. She keeps saying, let's start with something smaller. But no, the world. Forget the Southeast. Forget America. We going for the world. The hottest Facebook Live and sports podcast in the world. I am your host, Sentell Wyman. Welcome to the show. I told you people that I would be back, bigger, better than ever. It took a while, but I am back. I am here. I am here for you people. Let's go. I have a new co-host. Her name is Kayla Green, a.k.a. The Big Ticket, a.k.a. KG. You won't be able to see her because she's off to my left, but you will be able to hear her throughout the program. Go ahead and, what's up, KG?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing today?
Doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing real well. You have a good Memorial Day weekend?
I didn't get no barbecue food, but it was still good.
Yeah, I ain't getting no real good barbecue myself. So it was unlike any other traditional Memorial Day where you get that good barbecue on the grill, you sit around with the family and do all that good stuff. I didn't get to do any of that. You do anything else on Memorial Day? Anything else?
Well, last night I did go see WWE Raw live.
Oh, you a wrestling fan now?
A little bit, not as much as my boyfriend, but he kind of got me into it.
That's what's up. You got a favorite wrestler right now? You just kind of watch, you just kind of go through the motions right now.
I kind of go through the motions with some, but I like Nia. She for the thick girls.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, everybody, welcome into the new Sentells Intel, my new show. I want this show to be edgy and bold and controversial. This show is completely interactive for you guys. You can follow me on Twitter at Sentells Intel. That's one word. You can follow me on the fan page, the Facebook page. I sent most of you invitations. Or you can call. The number is 864-378-LIFE. Because I'm from the country. It's not life, it's life. 5943-864-378-5943. Call in. Also, like I said, you can hit me up on Twitter, follow me there. But what I want from you people, what I want from you guys, I want that same passion and energy that we debate with when we're in barbershops. That same fire. I want those kind of comments. I want it to bleed through your phone calls. I want it to bleed through your Twitter comments. I want it to bleed through your Facebook comments. That's the kind of passion I want on here. Profanity is welcome. I only have like one word I don't want to be used a whole lot. I think we can assume what word I'm talking about. Let's try to refrain from using that word. But any other profanity, I'm down with it. But like I said, we're gonna get into a lot of different things today. I'll get into my opening rant, which is not really a rant today, but it's just an opening to start the show off with. Also, I'll dive into this guy named Chad Reuter. He's an NFL writer for the NFL Network, draft analyst. He has released the top 50 college football players heading into the 2017 season. So we'll dive into that. Also, we'll get into Chad Ford's, his big board is out. We'll get into that a little bit also. And plus, of course, I got another thing. We're going to talk about the Athlon has released this way too early top 25 college football poll is out. So we'll get into that a little bit. But first, I want to start off the show by of course, talking about the NBA Finals. And what a surprise is Golden State Warriors beat the Cleveland Cavaliers for the third time, the trilogy. I think this matchup was pretty much etched in stone once Kevin Durant decided to join the Warriors back in July. I thought this matchup was pretty much a done deal, in which it is, case it is. But what I'm surprised about is to see how much just the lack of respect that Cleveland's getting right now from Vegas. The Vegas odd makers have the Warriors as a huge favorite. Most experts and analysts that I've seen have the Warriors winning the series relatively easy, and I don't know why. I don't know how. Vegas gives the Cavs, as a percentage-wise, a 31% chance of winning, and I just don't know how. I can't see the series not going at least 6 games. I just can't. For one, Cleveland has the best player on the planet, and LeBron James. So I just can't see the series not going 6 games. A lot of people were upset throughout the NBA playoffs saying how bad they were, which they were terrible, but they were mostly complaining about the super teams in Cleveland and Golden State. And then I hear fans come on and talk about there's no parity in the NBA. There's just too much of the super team going around. And I just hate to break it to the fans out there. There's never been any damn parity in the NBA, and that's just damn facts. Since 1976, that's 41 years for you math majors out there. Since 1976, the ABA and the NBA merged. There have been 41 champions. 41 champions since 1976. Out of those 41 championships, 31 have been won by 6 teams. 6 teams. So damn your damn parity, because there is no parity in the NBA. There's never been any parity, including in the 1980s where the Los Angeles Lakers went to the finals. They only went 8 times. So you realize in a decade there's only 10 years. The Lakers went 8 times. Then of course the Bulls of the 90s, the Lakers of the early 2000s, the Spurs of the middle 2000s. So there's never been any parity in the NBA at all. So let's just get that out of here. So, but back to the Warriors and Cavaliers series, I will get my prediction later on. But it should be a great series. I wait till Sunday night. Oracle will be rocking. Thursday night. I'm so sorry. Thursday at 9 o'clock in Oakland at the Oracle Arena. Looking forward to this rematch. Think it's going to be a classic series. So looking forward to it. Also, if you was on my Facebook page earlier, you've seen the Twitter question for the night, the Twitter poll question. It was which player entering the NBA Finals is under the most pressure? A, LeBron James. B, Kevin Durant. C, Steph Curry. D, other, and why? You can either comment on this live feed, or you can go to my Twitter, follow me on the Twitter page with your comment, or when you call in, you can share your opinion on that also. But with that, I will open up the phone lines. That number is 864-378 life, LYIF life, because I'm from the country. 5943 if you want to get in here. And while we're doing that, while I'm waiting on calls and comments, we can start diving in some of this top 50 college football players heading into 2017, according to Chad Ruder. Like I say, he's a NFL draft analyst for the NFL Network. So we can dive into that. But like I say, if you want to call, the line is open. So let's get into that list a little bit. And we'll start with 50. He has Billy Price, an offensive guard from Ohio State. He says here that Price is nasty, and that's a compliment. He possesses the short area quickness and anchor to be an All-American pass protector and run blocker. So that's number 50. At 49, he has Lotulelei. Ooh, one of those Another one of those Samoan guys, D tackle Utah. That might be Stars. I'm sure he got to be Ken the Star, right? Did the Star go to Utah? D tackle from Utah. Need a run stopper. He feels that need, eats up space inside, and uses his quick feet to put interior pressure on quarterbacks. Like I said, the line is open. 864-378-5943. Get in here. Let me get back into this list. Let's see where we was at. We were on 47. 48. Anthony Everett, cornerback, Alabama. Everett stepped up his game as the season progressed because he'll continue to make plays if quarterbacks avoid Alabama's other talented cover men. So why is he 48? That makes no sense. At 47, a name that most of you people will recognize, DeAndre Francois, quarterback, Florida State. As a redshirt freshman, Francois had his ups and downs. The Seminoles are banking on his ability to smooth out the ride in 2017, using his mobility and live arm to challenge for the ACC title. So DeAndre Francois, Frenchie as they call him, checks in at 47. If you're in here, you can call. That number is 864-378-5943. We'll dive back into this list a little bit more. At 46 on this list is Troy Fumagalli, tight end, Wisconsin. He says that the Badgers passing game uses Fumagalli as a crutch because of his size, reliable routes, and strong hands. He'll be an excellent pro, says Chad Reuter. I'm sure some guys out there are liking hearing that. I have a friend who's a Wisconsin fan. Don't ask me why. But he is. At 45 is James Washington, receiver, Oklahoma State. He's one of quarterbacks, Mason Rudolph's favorite targets. So 45 is James Washington. At 44 is Deron Payne, D tackle, Alabama. With Jonathan Allen and Ryan Anderson leaving for the NFL, Payne will be the new vaunted D lineman for Bama, which they keep bringing these guys like every year, Jonathan Allen, and so on and so forth. They have them every year. At 43, Ronald Jones, the second, running back, USC, a dynamic ball carrier who's speedy and elusive. Jones is not afraid of contact. Jones and quarterback Sam Darnold should help USC score a lot of points this fall. At 42, Christian Kirk, wide receiver, Texas A&M. Kirk has the running back's build and cutback ability. He uses those attributes and an effective receiver-led team with 928 yards in 2017 and a return of 3-punt return for touchdowns last year. And at 41, Mark Walton, running back, Miami. He's been a factor as a Canes rusher and receiver for the first two seasons with the team. Walton runs with a lean and has an excellent balance in the open field. So that's the first 10 of Chad Reuter top 50 college football players heading into the 2017 season. We'll take a break from that list. If you want to get in here and talk about the Cavs Warriors series, which begins Thursday at 9 p.m., you are more than welcome to do so. Also, lines are open. If you want to call, you can call in 378-5943, 864-378 live. Call in, get in. Lines are open. While we wait for calls and comments, and before I get back into this list, I'm gonna kick it over to my co-host. She has some pop culture stuff over here, some music and movie information, maybe some other things. Who knows what she got on there? But I like to call this segment the Kayla's Corner. So I'm gonna kick it over to my partner, the Big Ticket, aka KG. What you got for me?
Well, at this moment right now, I do have the top 10 on the billboards this week. And starting at number 10 is Miley Cyrus, Malibu.
Wow. Really?
Which honestly I never heard and didn't even know she was singing again.
What, Miley Cyrus got a song out?
I guess.
What?
I don't listen to the radio.
What?
That's what
I
I'm
got
saying.
what? I got Sirius and never heard no damn Miley. I got Sirius and I don't hear Miley Cyrus.
That's number 10.
I don't even know. I don't have no idea what that is about. Go ahead.
Couldn't even tell you either.
I didn't even know. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Number 9 is "Stay" by Zed and Alicia Cara. Couldn't tell you
I
what
don't
that
know
is
who
either.
those people are.
Number 8, EXO Tour Life by Lil Uzi Vert. Couldn't tell you.
He's a rapper. He's a rapper.
I guess.
I don't. I don't
listen to
Hey,
like,
go out there.
people these days.
I don't know. Go on. Go
early
on.
90s and early 2000s is my thing. I don't know
Go
nothing about all this.
Go on.
Number 7 is "Mask Off" by Future.
I've heard that.
That's a good song.
You what? You like that song?
It's not like my favorite, but I've heard it.
Okay,
Like,
wait. Well, you know who Future is. That's what you're trying to say. Otherwise, you know who that is. So you like it because you know who it is. That's what. That's basically why you say you like it because you know who it
no,
is.
I don't like somebody just because I know who they are.
But
I know Justin Bieber, but I don't have Bieber fever like you.
Well, it's great that the fact that you named somebody that I actually heard of. But keep going. Go on.
Number 6, "Something Just Like This," the Chainsmokers and Coldplay.
I know Coldplay. I'm a big fan of Coldplay. That's a good kind of.
Oh, because you know them?
I know. I've been listening to Coldplay for years. That is a good collabo. Chainsmokers and Coldplay. That sounds like a natural fit.
Something Just Like This.
Hey, I need to listen to that.
Number 5, "Humble" by Kendrick
Now,
Lamar.
that's a fire track. That I like. I get in my car right before I go to work, and that comes on, and I know I got 12 hours. It get me through at least 1 hour.
Well, I guess that's 11 more to go.
Yeah, that get me through at least 5, through at least 1. Go ahead.
Then number 4, we got "Shape of You" by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, that's a good song. I like that song. That's pretty nice.
Number 3 is "I'm the One" by another one, DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. Damn, that song DJ Khaled.
Featuring Bieber Fever,
Justin Bieber.
Chance the Rapper, Lil Wayne, and I believe you say his name, Quavo.
Quavo?
I think
yeah,
so.
I know. I'm familiar with Quavo.
The one they number 3.
I'm familiar. That's a good song. That's a lot of good talented people on one track.
I'm the one. But then they got like 4
I need
people.
to check that out. Maybe I probably heard that. I got that XM, so that's serious. I'll be listening to some of that stuff. I don't know who it be, so I might have heard that already. But go ahead.
Number 2, which is everybody's favorite song that I know. "That's What I Like" by Bruno Mars.
Yeah, that's a bad man right there. That is a bad. That's a bad man right there. When it comes to R&B and that soul and that feel good music, ain't nobody putting out no better stuff than Bruno right now. Nobody's touching Bruno right now, putting out that good music.
And number 1.
Drum roll, please. Who's number 1? Drum roll, please.
Probably saying this wrong, but it looks like Dyspactia.
That's Dyspactia. Who's on this? Whose song is that?
Louis Fonzie, Daddy Yankee. And
Daddy Yankee still sing?
I guess.
That Daddy Yankee, wasn't that P.D. That Daddy Kane, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm so sorry. Y'all clearly know I am not in the know because I'm thinking about that. But Daddy Yankee, they been out for a while with Daddy Yankee. Who else on that song?
Bieber Fever.
Justin Bieber was on like 5 tracks on that damn top 10 right there.
It was just 2.
Top
Number
10.
1.
I thought he was on 2 songs on that thing.
And which one is it?
I thought he was on 2 songs on that thing.
Yeah, there's one more.
Okay, what else you got
I'm
for
the
me?
one.
What else you got for me over there besides music? You got anything else over there? In Kayla's corner.
I do like movies, so.
What you got? Top 10 box office stuff over there? What you got?
The box office.
For the
I'm
week?
gonna do 5.
You gonna do 5? Okay.
Yeah.
What you got for the box office?
So we got number 1 is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tale, No Tales, which I do want to see because
It was number 1.
62 million.
That's pretty.
It's Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was like
Pretty nice haul.
the best pirate ever. He did so good at that.
That's a pretty nice haul right there.
Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
That's the second week for Guardians of the Galaxy, though, right?
Yeah,
That was number 2. That's pretty good.
I gotta go see it. I
That's pretty good.
Everybody says
still number
really
2
good.
after the second week. That's pretty good.
And number 3 is Baywatch.
Baywatch, that's a
18.
debut, right? That came out. That just came out Friday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's The Rock and Zac Efron.
You know, I didn't ever think I would like Zac Efron, but he's actually like
He grows
in a
on
lot
you,
of
don't
his movies.
he grows
He's
on
really
you.
funny. Like
He
he's
grows on you, don't he?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of a Zac Efron fan too. I guess it's kind of not right to admit, but like I kind of like Zac. I kind of got.
Well, because when I first seen him, he was on like the musical, High School Musical,
Yeah,
and I was just like, "Come on, now. No, I don't do that
Yeah.
musicals." But then, like,
He's shredded. I know that.
he's starting to be in a lot of
Yeah,
funny
it
movies.
grows. It kind of grows on you,
Yeah.
like a fungus.
But
It's
the fungus with a really good body.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Go.
Number 4 is the new Alien movie, Covenant, with 10 million. And then number 5 is Everything with 6.
Okay. Anything else before I leave Kayla's corner? Before I get out of that corner.
Yes, one more thing.
What was?
When I went to Raw last night, there was a match that I saw that was Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, and Bray Wyatt. And them boys were beating the tar out of that little guy, but he got some heart, and he was just getting it, and he would have had it, except for Big Old Joe came in and threw him like he wasn't nothing to pin him, and it was messed up, because he would have had it.
So you trying to say you're a part of the Finn Balor Club? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you official member? Are you official member? Are you leaning? Are you leaning?
Well, I do follow him on Instagram now, so I guess I could say I'm starting to be a fan.
All right, thank you. Well, that was Kayla's corner. We are back. I am back here. Well, I never left, but I'm back in the sports thing. That was a little pop culture for you, pop culture people out there. Movies and music and whatnot, things that are in the now that's not involved in sports. So I'm back to reality. Let's get back into it. Like I said, the phone line is open. 864-378-5943. 864-378-5943. Live. So get in here and call. I want to hear from you people. Also, we are counting down Chad Reuter's top 50 college football players entering the 2017 season. We also are talking about what else? The NBA Finals. Warriors v. Cavs. The trilogy should be an epic series. I expect it to go at least 6 games. Let's see. We have any comments right now. I actually have a question on the live feed. Going to the old school. Keith Dennis asks thoughts on Giants owner John Mara's comments on Cap. Look, man. You want me to go down this road again, over and over and over again? I mean, we know what's going on here. I mean, come on, man. It's the hypocrisy, man. It's just done got out of hand. I don't even know where to begin anymore. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, nothing I really can say. It's just embarrassing. You had a player on your team last year who was a known domestic abuser that beat his wife, that physically abused her, mentally abused her, but yet you stood behind him and signed him. Wasn't going to suspend him until it became public. But then you say, well, I can't sign Kaepernick because of all the letters that I'm receiving, and it's a bad look. That's a bad look. A guy who's done nothing off the field. Nothing. But try and help others and bring awareness to a cause that need to be brought aware, that need to be attention need to be brought to, and yet he can't get a job. And the NFL wants to tell me and try to convince me that it's football related, and I call bullshit on that. Excuse my language, but that's BS. So John Mara, who I had respect for up until this point, Giants are a world-class organization, but that statement really just made me want to turn to the left from him. So really ain't got much to say about it. Everybody know where I stand on Cap and how I feel about Cap. So the phone lines are open. 864-378-LIVE LYIF. Call in and talk to me and let your voices be heard, people. Before I go on, well, I'm gonna get back into this list. Let's get back into the list And then I'll say that for later. We were at 41. So let's get to 1 through 40 on this top 50 college football players heading into the 2017 season.
2nd and 20.
Yeah.
Another flag down, full.
Got. Okay, let me see what we got here. At 40, we have Bradley Chubb, DN, NC State. Chubb is similar player to former Kansas State star end Jordan Willis. He's thick and relentless and should be an all-ACC pick for the Wolfpack in 2017. At 39, he has Vita Villa, D tackle, Washington. Gotta be some more. You don't see many 330-pound players move as well as he. His combination of strength at the point of attack and quickness in the backfield has scouts' attention. At 38, another Husky, quarterback Jake Browning. Browning doesn't wow you with his great physical characteristics. He throws a tight ball, though, and he's always in control of the offense. He has the weapons around him and the defense to get the Huskies back to the college football playoff this fall. At 37 is interesting, very interesting. 37 that they would have Jalen Hurts ahead of Jake Browning. I clearly don't agree with that. Hurts is still learning how to be a pocket passer, but he certainly is able to make plays with his arm on the run, and Alabama used him as a runner regularly due to his athleticism and toughness. That's the first like grovel that I have right there is having. I don't agree with that. Having Jalen Hurts at 37 ahead of Jake Browning. At 36, we have our first Clemson player. So I know you locals are happy to hear about that from the defending champions. Christian Wilkins, D tackle. Despite weighing 300 pounds, Wilkins played strong side defensive end for the Tigers last season. The junior could play inside or outside in the pros, depending on the system. So your first Clemson player is Christian Wilkins at 36. I can make a case he probably should be higher than 36. But that's where they got him at. At 35 is quarterback Luke Falk, Washington State. Coach Mike Leach is having Falk work his magic in the air raid scheme, distributing the ball all over the field. He lost some of his top targets from last year. Those scouts will be interested to see how he adjusts. At 34, receiver Calvin Ridley, wide receiver, Alabama. Ridley doesn't get a chance to touch the ball as often as he should in Alabama offense. He doesn't. Kind of like Julio Jones back in the day. But he's electric with the pin skin, hits his hands. At 33 is Orlando Brown, the son of late Orlando Zeus Brown, who started left tackle during his 11-year NFL career, is also a mountain of a man. While his lateral agility could improve, his pure size and length make him impossible to get around. At 32 is Nick Bosa, DN, Ohio State. If the name Bosa sounds familiar to you, that is the younger brother of Joey Bosa, who was the 3rd overall pick in the 2016 draft. He shows a lot of great talent. Should be stronger this year without losing his agility or passion for the game. At 31 is offensive tackle Greg Little, Ole Miss. Little will make his way up this list if he blossoms in his sophomore year when given a chance. Last season, the top recruit in 2016 class looked quick and strong at left tackle. So that is the first 20 players of the top 50 college football players heading into 2017. If you want to talk about that, you can get in here and talk about that. Once again, that number is 864-378-5943. I welcome your calls. I look forward to hearing from you. So if you want to talk about the NBA Finals, of course, we can talk about the NBA Finals. But I want to talk about something that I think everybody's been talking about. And I think we do this every year around this time. We start talking about the LeBron James and the Michael Jordan comparisons. And I get sick and tired of hearing them personally. As you know, I am a LeBron James supporter. But I also think Michael Jordan is the GOAT. But what I don't like is how the Kobe supporters or Mike supporters feel like in order to boost up their guy, they have to tear down LeBron. Two things can't be true. Michael is the GOAT. LeBron is the greatest of this generation. Two things can't be true. I don't understand why so many people go out of their way to try and tear down LeBron James. I just don't understand the hate, and I just don't get it. And everything he does is compared to MJ, which is not even. It's not even a good comparison to begin with. They're two different type of players, two different eras. If you want to pay anybody to Mike, Kobe is more Mike. LeBron is Magic and Mike mixed together on steroids, and I don't mean like literal steroids. I mean like he's just that good. He's so much bigger and stronger than either of those two guys. So much faster and more athletic than Michael may early on have been as athletic, but I don't think throughout his course of career, LeBron still might be the most athletic dude in the league now at 32. But I just think that LeBron has carved out his own little niche. He's on the Mount Rushmore of basketball without any question about it. He will go down as top 3 or 4 players to ever play this game, and that's fine. People should be okay with that. But this need that we need to try to build up our guy and drag down this guy as if he has the only flaws or moments or things of that nature. All these guys, there's no perfect player. All these guys have had flaws. Everybody thinks that Michael Jordan was so perfect because of the 6-0 championship record. But what everybody fails to realize is that the first 6 years of his career, he didn't win anything. He didn't win anything until he got Scottie Pippen. In the first 3 years of the league, got swept twice. Back then it was 3 games, best of 5 series. He got swept twice. They got beat once, 3-1. So this absurdness of that we can just only look at Jordan's 6-0 record in the finals is crazy. I mean, he has holes too. Now that 6-0 is remarkable. I am fortunate enough to where I've seen Michael in his prime, and I've seen LeBron in his prime. So I'm a blessed child. So I got to see the airness, and now I get to see the king. Both are great. Both are on Mount Rushmore of basketball. Two things can be true. I know the Kobe haters don't want to hear it because when they hear that, they're thinking we jumping on Kobe and we talking down Kobe. Nah, Kobe was great. Kobe's an all-time great. But for me, and I always stick to what I've seen and players I've seen. I don't do anything before I was born because I'm not going to go back and watch those tapes, and I'm not going to be off with hearsay. I'm going to go by what I saw. And for what I've seen, the 2 best basketball players I've ever seen is Michael and LeBron. And it's not really a debate to me. Not even a debate at all. If you want to get in here and discuss the NBA Finals, that number is 864-378-5943. That Twitter handle is @Sentells Intel. You can leave comments on there. Or you can come in here and leave live comments on the live Facebook show. On the live Sentells Intel. I guess we're going to dive back into this list. No one wants to pick up the phone and call. Like they're scared. Pick up the phone. Call in. Talk about something. Let's get it. Where I left off at. Top 20. I named the first 20 players of the top 50. And we'll get to 31 through 21. Let's go. All right. At 30 is Sam Hubbard, DN, Ohio State. That means Ohio State should probably have a good defensive line, right? I just seen Nick Bosa on this list. So that should mean that Ohio State has a good D-line. Sam Hubbard is a DN. Hubbard's an excellent all-around defender, able to hold his ground in the run game and chase the quarterback. At 29 is Amon Richards, wide receiver, Miami. An amazing talent. Richard is as smooth off the line as any receiver I've seen in recent years. He's not only a fast strider, but has great hands and can make defenders miss with stop and start action. At 28 is Porter Gustin, a linebacker from USC. Says Gustin's long blonde locks would earn comparisons to Trojan football alum Clay Matthews III. Gustin's an excellent run defender as well, making him an all-around talent worth watching anytime you get a chance. At 27, the second Clemson Tiger appears. That is Mitch Hyatt, offensive tackle. Hyatt must perform at an all-American level if the Tigers are going to have any chance to return to the college football playoff without Deshaun Watson. At the helm, the junior has the ability to deliver. At 26 is Chase McSorley, quarterback, Penn State. Look for McSorley to build off a strong sophomore year to join the Heisman conversation. He's a playmaker for head coach James Franklin and works well in the clutch. I would agree with that. One of the most improved players throughout the year last year was Chase McSorley. Like that kid. Ronnie Harrison, safety, Alabama. This guy is a thumper. Now, I don't know if he can cover, but this guy will thump you. Ball carriers have to know where Harrison is at all times, as he will pop them when coming downhill. He can also create turnovers. I didn't even read that part, and I knew this guy plays downhill and will hit you. I've seen him play. He will bring the pain. At 24 is Mark Andrews, a tight end from Oklahoma. The Sooners have a phenomenal junior tight end at their disposal this season. Andrew looks and runs like a receiver, but he can win inside and in the red zone with his 6'5", 253-pound frame. At 23, it hits my heart. The first Gator on the list, Antonio Callaway, if he can stay out of trouble. Callaway has been an impact performer for the Gators as a receiver and punt returner, using his elite speed and quickness to turn short gains into long ones. When he has the opportunities. He hasn't had many opportunities to turn short within the long one because of the quarterback play. But Antonio Callaway makes this list, first Gator on the board. At 22 is Mason Rudolph. By the way, Mason Rudolph is from the state of South Carolina. Quarterback, Oklahoma State. The started pocket passer is able to move his offense effectively, whether throwing short, intermediate, or deep passes to put up big numbers. And at 21 is Harold Landry, linebacker, Boston College. It was a bit surprising that Landry didn't leave school after 2016 because he likely would have been one of the top pass rushers in this year's draft. He's long, strong edge rusher who will push around college tackle for another year. That is your first 30, and I will get to the top 20 in just a few minutes. Anything you guys want to talk about and get in here and talk about on this new, spanking, brand new edition of Sentells Intel, the hottest new Facebook Live show and podcast in the world. I don't care what my co-host says about the South or Southeast or America. We're going for the world, Craig. Top flight of the world. Number one podcast in the world. That's what we aiming for.
In the what?
In the world, Craig.
Okay.
In the world.
In the world.
That's right. We're going for the world. I don't think that's you gotta aim high. You gotta aim high. Gotta go high.
Go big or go home.
Gotta go big or go home. So I'm gonna get back into this odds. Like I say, a lot of the NBA finals about to start on Thursday night, and like I mentioned earlier, that Vegas has the odds really in favor of the Warriors. They're getting the Cavs percentage-wise a 31% chance to win the series. Most people, analysts, have the series as a short series, and I just can't see how you can have it as a short series. I know Golden State's undefeated, but who have they really? I mean, what have they done? I mean, they beat the Trailblazers, not very good. They beat a Jazz team who's offensively challenged. The Spurs were without their best player, and while he was on the court in their first game, they were up 25. So I just don't understand this notion that the Warriors just going to steamroll the Cavs I just can't see it. No way, no how. This series goes at least 6. I will give my prediction later on. If you got thoughts on that series, get in here and give me a call. 864-378-5943. Again, that number is 864-378-5943. You can call and talk to yours truly. Ask me some questions or give your comments or thoughts on that series coming up. Also, we've been doing this college football list from Chad Reuter. I gave you the first 30 players of the list. I'll give you the next 20 here shortly. But I want to touch a little bit on Chad Ford's big board, NBA big board a little bit. I want to give you his big board, his top 14 players, because I do 14 because that's the lottery number. So let's go through Chad Ford's big board, not mock draft, but his big board. At 1, he has Markelle Fultz, guard, Washington. At 2, he has Lonzo Ball, guard, UCLA. At 3, Josh Jackson, forward, Kansas. At 4, Jason Tatum, forward, Duke. At 5, he has De'Aaron Fox, guard, Kentucky. At 6, he has Jonathan Isaac, forward, Florida State. At 7, he has Malik Monk, guard, Kentucky. At 8 is Dennis Smith Jr., guard, NC State. At 9 is Zach Collins, center, Gonzaga. At 10, bear with me, Laurie Markkanen, forward, center, Arizona. At 11 is Frank, this guy from France. So you really got to bear with me right here. You really got to bear with me because, in different countries, they like to put 2 consonants beside each other back to back. Frank Ntilikina.
Frank what?
Woo! Frank, not, you know what? Don't even quote me on that. Don't even quote me on that because Frank, it's an L in there. I missed the L.
Why don't you spell it?
Ntilikina. Any English majors out there want to get that a shot, you let me know. At 13, what was that, 13? At 12 is Harry Giles, forward from Duke. At 13 is Og Anunoby, forward, Indiana. Anunoby. I like OG Anunoby. OG. Is it OG? Is it Og? Is it Og Anunoby? Okay. Is it Og? And at 14 is Luke Kennard, Duke. So there's Chad Ford, top 14 prospects. If you want to talk about a little bit about that, we can. Also, the NBA Finals about to start. I'm sure you guys want to talk about that. Why wouldn't you want to talk about that? Have our first caller.
Oh, yeah.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
True Facts calling from Alpharetta, Georgia. I have
What's
a
up?
question for the all-knowing Sentell.
What's up, True Facts? What's going on, brother? What you got for me?
All right, we all know about LeBron James' greatness. We all know about the MVPs and the way he rebounded, passed the ball, and played defense. We all know he's a great player. But at this point in his career, he is 3-4 in the NBA Finals. To lose this year, he'll be 3-5. My question to you is, how close is LeBron James to being the greatest underachiever of all time? I take your response off the air. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Look, the 3-5 record is what the 3-5 record is. But that cannot define the greatness or legacy of players. We have had a ton of great players have bad moments, bad series that you can't erase, but we don't hold it against them. We don't hold it against them, but we hold it against LeBron. Let's be clear about something. Other than 2011 and maybe 2014, Cleveland didn't have LeBron hasn't had the best team, and I think most people would agree with that. If you want to make that comparison to Jordan, I'm pretty sure I know for a fact the 6th series that Jordan was on, he was the favorite in the series. I think LeBron's been to 8 finals, and if I think I'm correct, he's been favored out of the 8 maybe 5 times. maybe 5 out of the 8. Because he's not going to be favored this year. He's an underwhelming favorite. I'm just not going to slight him if he goes to 3-5 or finishes 4-6. Because, like I said, great players have had bad moments, bad games, haven't won all the championships, but we still call them great. Let me get some of these names of people who have performed badly or played bad on the biggest stage, but we do not, we still call them great and hold them in high regards. Derek Jeter, in 2001, in the World Series against the Diamondbacks, he batted .148, struck out 6 times. Jeter went 5-2 in World Series, but you don't hear anybody holding it against him. Nobody says, well, Jeter's only 5-2 in the World Series, so we shouldn't call him one of the greats of all time. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. Peyton Manning is 2-2 in Super Bowls. But let's not forget, the first Super Bowl he did not play well at all. The second Super Bowl, he threw a soul-crushing interception that lost the game. Super Bowl 3, he got annihilated by the Seahawks, embarrassed. And in Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl that they won, he was basically a damn near spectator. But nobody sit here and goes, well, Peyton ain't one of the all-time greats. 2-2, got annihilated twice, threw a pick 6 to ice one of the Super Bowls, but we're not sitting here going, Peyton's not one of the greatest. We're not doing that. We still hold him in such regards as a top 3 quarterback of all time, even though he has this on his resume. So I'm not gonna punish Brun, because he could conceivably be 3-5 after the series. But what my eyes tell me is he's not been the reason, other than 2011, that they not won. I don't think he's been the better team, but a handful of times. The rest of the time, I think the other teams have been completely better. I mean, you can be the best player, but you got to have a sidekick. Michael had Jordan. Magic had Kareem, Worthy, and Byron, and all these other guys, and Rambis. And Bird had McHale and Parrish. And all. You got to have guys. You got to have a sidekick. You got to have guys. But while we on the mission of, great players, kids, I know you don't know this, but that logo that's on the NBA ball, it's a guy named Jerry West. He went 1-8 in the NBA Finals, but yet he on the damn ball. He's on the damn ball. He went 1-8 in finals. He's the silhouette of the NBA basketball. He went 1-8 in finals, but we don't hold it against him. We got him on the damn basketball. We got him on the top of the backboard. His logo. He went 1-8 in finals, but we don't hold it against him. So, 3-5. I mean, that's why I can't call him the greatest. I never say he was the greatest, but what I am telling you, he's the greatest of this generation. And I ain't seen, like I say, there's only one player I've seen in my own eye that's better than that guy. And I'm sorry, and it ain't Kobe Bryant. To all these Kobe lovers on here, it's not Kobe. It's LeBron James. It ain't even close. It's not even close. LeBron is such a better player than that guy. Just as a player, Kobe's strengths was shooting, his will. Now, I wish LeBron had that dog in him like Kobe and Michael. That killer instinct that want to step on your neck and just do whatever it takes to beat your brains in. I wish he had that. But physically, that's nothing that guy can't do. There's nothing that guy can't do. You always tell me you prefer a guy who does a lot of things. That guy, nobody does more than that guy at a level that's unlike anybody. I mean, this guy averaged, this past season, he averaged 28, 8, and 7. And admittedly, we all know he was playing for the postseason. He averaged 28, 8, and 7 in a season where we all know he was playing for the postseason. That's how great this man. This man's coasting through seasons averaging 28. That's the greatness of LeBron. That's the greatness. If you want to get in, lines are still open. 864-378 life. LYIF life. Call in 864-378-5943. Get in here if you want to. I'm gonna get back into this college football list. I got to the top 20. Guy named Chad Reuter, NFL draft analyst for the NFL Network, put out this top Ashley's a bigger list, but I'm only gonna do 50 because 50 is only worth mentioning. I'm not gonna mention the rest of the whole list. So let's get the 20 to 10. If you're watching, you want to talk about the NBA Finals, we can. If you want to talk about the NBA draft coming up, we can talk about that. But we're here. We're here. Also, the poll question. Nobody has talked about the poll question tonight. Poll question should have been answered on the Facebook page or on the live feed, or on the Twitter feed. The poll question was, which NBA player heading into these finals is under the most pressure? LBJ, A. B was KD. C was Steph Curry. And D was other, and why? But I'd like for you to say why on all of these if you comment on it. But which player is facing the most pressure heading into the 2017 NBA Finals? A, LBJ, B, KD, C, Steph Curry, and D, other, and why? Me personally, I'll take KD first. Clearly, he's up under the most pressure. He chose to leave and join a team who had already won a championship, who won 73 games last year. He left the team where they were up 3-1 against the team that he's currently on, and he felt like he couldn't win a championship. So to me, he's clearly up under the most pressure. He's been in the league 10 years. Hasn't gotten near the scrutiny that LeBron gets. Not even close. We gave him a pass for years. But he won't get a pass this year. To me, he's clearly has the most pressure. You join this team to win a championship. Anything else is a failure and a bust. So KD is number one on my list for that. And then Steph Curry. Even though despite the 2 MVPs, even having big numbers in the first finals, he has struggled in the finals. Defensively, he's struggled. He's shot the ball not as well as he does in the regular season. So for me, secondly is Steph Curry. I think KD first, and I think Steph Curry second with the pressure. I think it's clearly on KD. I mean, you got to get it done. And you tried to avoid LeBron in the Eastern Conference, so you ran off to Golden State to hide behind Steph and Clay and Draymond, but you can't hide no more. Come Thursday, you're going to have to deal with the king. You're going to have to deal with him. You're going to have to deal with him. You ain't going to be able to throw him off on Draymond. You're going to have to deal with that problem. So I'll be squarely looking at KD because, like I said, you take off and run to a 7-3 win team, pressure's on you. It's championship or bust. There is no other way around it. If you want to get in here and call me, the number is 378-5943. Line is open. So get in here if you want to. I'm going to dive back into this top 50 list from Chad Reuter and give you 20 through 10. Top 50 college football players heading into 2015. At 20, he has Micah Fitzpatrick. That name should sound familiar. Cornerback, Alabama. Versatile defender who can play every position in the secondary. Fitzpatrick will be a leader for Nick Saban's defensive group in 2017. I cannot disagree. At 19, Mike Weber, running back, Ohio State. Many will compare Weber to former Ohio State back Ezekiel Elliott. Weber's cutback ability, speed, and compact build make him tough to stop. At 18, the third Clemson Tiger has made the list. Dexter Lawrence. I personally think this is too low. I think Dexter Lawrence should be a whole lot higher on this list. He's at 18. Dexter Lawrence, D tackle, Clemson. This tall, bullish tackle proved in his first year on campus that the recruiting height was deserved. He'll anchor Clemson's line as they try to repeat as champions. At 17, Tavares McFadden, cornerback, Florida State. Tall with wiry strength. McFadden catches the ball if it's anywhere near his hands. His 8th interception tied for the FBS lead last season. Did not know that. I did not know that. Inman Marshall, cornerback, USC. Marshall has been impressive in coverage since his freshman year, and NFL scouts will tell you he's a better pure corner prospect than 2017 first-round pick Adoree Jackson because of his strength and ability on the sideline. At 15, a guy who came out of high school with a lot of hype, A lot of hype. And can you believe he's a junior this year already? Josh Rosen, quarterback, UCLA. Shoulder surgery sidelined Rosen last year, so his start isn't on the rise like it was this time last year. By the end of the season, I won't be surprised if Rosen is in the running for the trip to New York City for the Heisman Trophy presentation. We shall see. I'm a big fan of Josh Rosen myself. So I hope he can turn it around, bounce back, because he was banged up a lot last year. At 14, Cameron Smith, another USC linebacker. Like former Trojans linebacker Brian Cushing, Smith's size, speed, and instincts allow him to always be around the ball. At 13 is Malik Jefferson, linebacker Texas. There will be plenty of Derek Johnson comparisons coming for Jefferson, who could play outside and inside the next level. He'll become well known on the national scale with consistency in his playmaking as a junior. At 12, a running back from LSU, Darius Geis. Leonard Fournette's ankle gave Geis a chance to show his wares last season. His power and foot quickness allows him to blast through tackles in a Jerome Bettis-like fashion. I like Geis. I do like Geis. Geis was nice. And at 11, another SEC running back, Bo Scarborough, running back. Alabama. When Alabama gave Scarborough a carry in 2016, he used his huge frame to run through and pass defenders, much like Heisman Trophy winner Derrick Henry. He'll be a force for the Tide if they try to get back to the national championship game. That is 20 through 11. I will do 1 through 10 in just a few moments. Right now, if you want to get in, the line is open. 378-5943. So get in.
Trying to stretch to the edge. What a hurdle by Jackson.
Ooh.
Highlight reel touchdown.
Lamar Jackson highlights.
Jackson does it
Yay,
again.
that guy. There he is. I'm sure we'll see him in the top 10 of college football players returning. Yeah, if you want to get in, talk about the NBA Finals, which starts Thursday night at 9 o'clock in Oakland, California at the Oracle Arena. Vegas odds maker says that the Warriors should win handily, only giving the Cavs a 31% chance of winning the series. I don't know. I just can't see I can't see it not going at least 6 games. I just can't see that. I just don't know how it doesn't go 6 games. If you're out there and you're listening, you want to get in, be my guest. 864-378-5943. Sentells Intel, very first edition. I'm glad so many of you have chosen to view. Haven't had many calls. I was surprised. I thought I had a lot more calls today, but I see a lot of viewers. You can write comments in the box if you want to on the live feed, but also go to my Facebook page, that's Sentell Intel's podcast page. Like if you like the show, and comment if you like the show, and all that other good stuff. I like that kind of stuff. But I wish a lot of you guys are not on Twitter apparently, because I haven't seen anything on the Twitter feed. But if you want to get in here, you want to talk about the NBA Finals, I got another half hour or so left. Also, been talking about the this list Chad Reuter had, top 50 college football players. Also, I did briefly mention Chad Ford's big board for NBA draft. I mentioned the top 14 players, the lottery pick big board that he has out right now. I'll touch on it again in a few minutes. Right now, the phone lines are open. So if you want to talk about anything at all, you can get in here. Comments, concerns, questions, get on in here. Yeah, so okay, well, I guess we'll continue to talk about parity in the NBA. Parity, because apparently people think there's supposed to be parity in the NBA, which is when there's never been parity in the NBA ever. since the 1976 season, which was the first year that ABA and the NBA merged. There have been 41 champions. And of those 41 champions, 31 of those champions have came from 6 teams. So, damn the parity. Damn what you may think. There is no parity in the NBA. There never have been any parity. And there will continue not to be any parity. I am not opposed to the so-called super teams. Players have the power. The NBA is the only sport where the players have most of the power. They control a lot of things. I have no problem with that. Unlike the NFL, where owners and teams control everything, in the NBA, the players control everything. I think you should want to be around all the best players you can be around. That's just me personally. I never met a person who said, I don't want to play with good players. I've never heard that in my life. Maybe Kobe. I'm just kidding. Nah, you want to play with good players. I mean, the goal is to win. We kill these guys for not winning championships, but then we get mad when they go join teams to win said championships. You can't have it both ways, people. You can't in one breath say, man, we're going to dog this guy. Like, we're going to kill Chris Paul when it's said and done, because he's not going to win one. Carmelo's not going to win one. We killed Charles Barkley for years. We killed Dan Marino in football for years, because we always hit you with that line. He was a great player, but he didn't win the championship. He was a great player, but he didn't win no championship. So you can't get mad at these guys when they're going out to join other good players, because at the end of the day, they're going to be judged off of championships at the end of the day. And that's what's happening right now. These players are going with better players to win championships. Man, I can't fault them at all. Now I might sound like a hypocrite or whatever, but what Kevin Durant did to me was, as a competitor, I have no respect for that. There's just zero respect for that move whatsoever. Like, there's no way in the hell. That is like me losing when I played baseball in high school, if I could. That was like me getting beat by Dixie. Like, we got beat by Dixie in the district my junior year. That'd be like me getting beat by Dixie in the district, because we beat them one game. So then the winner of the next game was going to the upper state. That'd be like me losing to Dixie in baseball in the district championship in my 11th grade year. And then 12th grade year, I enrolled at Dixie. That's the equivalent of that. That's what that's like. That would be me playing ball at Campbell Ball, loving the blue flashes, loving it, loving everything about the uniform, blading that uniform from Davy on to high school. And I get there to the district in my 11th grade year, we lose, close game, had them beat. And then my senior year, I enrolled at Dixie to play baseball just so I can beat Campbell Falls to get to upstate. That is what that move is like, and that's why I have no respect for that move. Zero respect whatsoever. I would never respect that move. And to me, they bamboozled Kevin Durant. They hooked with him. They had him thinking that they actually needed him. What they were doing is getting him away from OKC. They just wanted him away from OKC. They really didn't need him or want him. The team had already won a championship and 73 games last year. They just wanted an easier path. They know how easy they could have lost that series last year. They know that. They were down 3-1. They were beat. And if it wasn't for Kevin Durant coming up so small in those last 3 games, they would have been beat. But now here we are. We are in June. He made a decision, and it done paid off thus far. He's where he want to be. He's in the finals. But like I said, he got to deal with that man from Akron. He got to deal with the king. He got to deal with it. We getting in here. Lines are open. Don't be shy. 864-378-5943. 864-378-5943. Anything you want to discuss, anything we touched on today, NBA Finals coming up, of course. I've been counting down this list of top 50 college football players. I'm down to 10. Chad Ford's top 14 big boy players for the NBA draft. Anything you want to talk about, Tiger Woods. I don't want to talk about it because y'all know how I feel about Tiger, so I'm not going to talk about it because it makes me sick. I get physically sick, and I don't want to get physically sick, okay? So I'm not going to talk about it. If you want to talk about Tiger that hit his mugshot, you're more than welcome to, but I'm not going to do it.
I want to talk about it.
Why you want to talk about it? What you want to talk about it for? What you want to talk about Tiger Woods for? Why?
Well, when he got arrested on his race, does it say Blasian? Because he's black and Asian? Or what does it say?
I don't know. That's a great point you bring up, though, because they were saying something earlier about, white privilege. Because do you think, like, if a white superstar player athlete was in a town, in his hometown, because this is Tiger's hometown, so everybody knows Tiger in Jupiter, Florida. Mm-hmm. That's why they might have treated him so nice, because he was asleep when they rode up on the car. And Tiger said it was really nice to him. But I'm wondering if it was this Tom Brady, which it probably never be Tom Brady, but just one of those guys who got cachet with those local cops, just kind of get him home out there being a story. I just wonder that sometimes would there have been a story?
I think it just depends on the person of who they are, really.
Like, you mean the cop?
The
cop could have been a dick. Yeah, you're right.
It could have been a dude that didn't like mixed people.
Yeah,
or it could have just been a dude who understood what he was, possibly going through, or he just felt like being nice. I think it just depends on.
I think so too. I think it depends on the damn.
Really,
cop.
the person more than his skin color.
I think it depends on the cop, because on college campuses, I think that happens a lot with the star players. Now, some won't still get in trouble, but I think a lot of times, like the campus security or something, they know who the guys are. I think they know if they see them intoxicated or maybe even high, they try to get them back without it being a story.
But my thing is about that, too, is once or twice, okay, is okay, but you can't keep doing that to him all the time. You can't keep bailing him out all the time, because then he's going to expect to get bailed out every time.
Oh, that's college privilege. That's been going on since the beginning of time. I got a guy right now who's been in trouble. Florida Gator player been in trouble 3 years. He's been at school 3 years. He's been in trouble every year. He's been at school. He's got in trouble for something. And this year is no different. He's in trouble again. He just got a marijuana charge like 2 weeks ago.
Well, weed ain't nothing to me personally. So. He should have got in trouble for that.
Look. I am not. Everybody know I don't care. Weed's fine with me, but at the same damn time, have enough wherewithal to come and say to know it's illegal. I mean, if you know it's illegal,
yeah,
it's gonna
you do this shit.
If it's gonna cost you something, like these dummies, I am getting caught and popped in the NFL from getting big ass money for some damn blunt. That's just stupidity. When you know the damn test, when going, when the test over. And see, they're not mad at you because you failed a test. Because let's be real here, people. Everybody knows that professional athletes in most the NBA and the NFL smoke weed. Can we just say that? Like, we know they smoke weed, right? They tell them when the test over. So really they more frustrated the fact that your dumb ass would come in high.
Point of they expect to get bailed out. That leads up to the shit right there. They always got bailed out in college, so they expect to get bailed out now instead of just grow the fuck up, smoke weed at this time, clean your system by this time, you'll be good to go.
I agree with some of that because a lot of the guys who getting popped are young, stupid. But you still got some old heads do it too. But you're right. It's that mentality of I got away with a lot of shit in college, so I can go to the NFL and get away with a lot of shit. I can get away with a lot of shit.
Man up and just take your own
But I just don't understand, and I'll never understand that. I mean, and I know because people look at me like, well, you don't smoke. But if I had a habit like that, I check myself into a damn rehab clinic. Because if they're going to call me millions of damn dollars,
that's what I don't get.
I don't need it. Like, I don't need it because, and see, these athletes think they can live like rappers.
Yep.
Rapper can smoke all the weed they want. That's their stick. Like, that's what.
But they don't get tested in their job.
They don't get tested in their profession. They are the profession. They don't get tested in their damn job. They do the hell they want to do. They can smoke right there in the studio. 90% of them do. Yeah. So, but they're not getting tested in the profession. If you got a structured structured facility at my job. I got a 9 to 5. My job tells me I can't smoke weed. It tells me I can't smoke weed. I can't get high. I can't pass a day. I can't plug a drug test or I get fired. If it's sitting there in black and fucking white, you think I'm gonna lose all my money and my stability for some damn dope? I better find a damn alternative means.
But like I said before, if you're used to somebody bailing you out, you get to the point to where you don't give a fuck because somebody will bail you out or expect somebody to bail you out.
That's true. I mean, part of that is true. If you just joining us, man, just kind of rambling along here. We talked about the NBA Finals earlier. I'm doing this top 50 list from Chad Reuter, NFL analyst from NFL Network. He got a list out of top 50 college football players entering the 2017 season. I've just reached to, I am in the top 10 right now. So I'll go ahead and give you those top 10 players. Let's go. In a few minutes. Uh-oh. Where am I at? Okay, here I go. Top 10 college football players heading into. And obviously, they want me to show this guy because he's going to be in this top 10. All right. At 10. Now, this guy that you don't know much about, but you're going to hear about him in the next years lead up to the draft. This guy's going to get a lot of buzz. Quarterback Josh Allen from Wyoming. That's right. I said Wyoming. It's in Wyoming football. Wyoming. This guy is going to get a lot of buzz coming into the next draft process. Guy right here says, it's fitting for the Cowboys to have a gunslinger at quarterback. Allen's arm strength, mobility, and willingness to throw all over the field make him an intriguing prospect. Look out for him. At number 9 is Rashawn Gary, D tackle, Michigan. This is why I totally disagree with Dustin Lawrence being at, I think he was 17 and Gary's at 9. I think Dustin Lawrence should have been at least the first D tackle. Gary came in, obviously he was the 5-star number 1 overall recruit, so this would be his sophomore season. But this guy says Michigan got everything he expected last season from a 5-star recruit. His size and athleticism on the edge makes him a tough ass outside and excellent pass rusher inside. We shall see. I didn't see enough of him last year to make that assumption that he's better than Dustin Lawrence. But we shall see. At 8, one of my favorite players, Saquon Barkley, running back, Penn State. Barkley is an elusive and strong back. He's able to carry the mail and break off the big play. He figures large in Penn State's return to national prominence. I like Saquon Barkley a lot. At 7, I like this guy too. Arden Key, defensive end, LSU. Key, yet another tall and lean LSU pass rusher, came into the national spotlight as a sophomore. Key had the potential to be a Pro Bowler. He took a leave of absence from the team for personal reasons in February, but Coach Ed Orgeron expects him to return next month. I hadn't heard that. It would be a loss if he don't come back. At 6 is Connor Williams, offensive tackle, Texas, athletic, physically imposing, well-balanced style. There's not much negative to say about Williams. He's the top offensive lineman in college football. That's 6, and we'll get through 5 through 1 in a few minutes. If you want to get in, lines are open. 864-378-LYIF. That's live for you city folks. We country, so we say it like that. We say LY, live. So it's 864-378-5943. Don't look at me like that. If you want to get in here and talk about the NBA Finals, you can. You want to talk and touch on that top 50 list, we can. Also, Chaz Ford, top 14 on his big board for the NBA draft. We can discuss that too. We can discuss Michael and LeBron if you want to make some kind of comparison. I don't like the comparison personally. Two different styles of players, two different eras, but both are two of the greats to ever play the game. Personally, two of the greatest I've ever seen play. There's nothing LBJ can't do on the court. Michael was the ultimate competitor and killer. So I wish LeBron had that. Now that killer instinct. The whole thing I wish LeBron did have that killer instinct like that. But I like LeBron game. I mean, for a guy to be on a magazine cover at 17 as the chosen one, this guy has exceeded every level of expectations. I mean, no one. I mean, we've seen guys that just crack and fold up under all the pressure of having these labels on them and the next Jordan. Remember Harold Miner was supposed to be the next Jordan, Baby Jordan, and all that stuff, Isaiah Ryder. And we've seen people like that phase out and just wash out. But this guy has been the consummate professional for 14 years, on and off the court, giving to the kids. Got a scholarship fund set up in his home state of Ohio. I mean, just sending kids to college. I mean, on the court, off the court. I don't care what you think about this. I mean, you got to respect this guy. He's just done this. And I'll tell people all the time, I say, when he's gone, that's when the haters will miss him. Because let's face it, without LeBron the last 10 years, there's nothing to really be talking about. Like, I mean, good or bad, he's a lightning rod. He keeps the needle moving. I mean, whether you like him or not, he's the spotlight that keeps your eyes glued to TV. I mean, you either tune in to watch him lose or you watch him to watch him win. So that's all you can say. He drives the ratings. Period, point blank. How many of you would have watched the Warriors versus Boston series? Like, really? Really? How many of you would have watched the Warriors versus the Celtics? Like, really? Nobody would have watched that. No one would have watched the Warriors and Celtics except hardcore basketball fans. There's no casual fan in America who would have watched the Celtics and Warriors play in their finals. Nobody would have watched that. No one would have watched it. I'm about to unveil these last 5 players in this top 50 college football player list from Chad Reuter. But lines are open. 864-378-5943. If you want to give me a call, give me a holler about anything you want to talk about in sports, go ahead. Line is open. I'm surprised and shocked. I only had one phone call. Would have thought I had more, given the viewership that I'm having. I see a lot of people watching, which is awesome, outstanding. Very first edition of Sentells Intel. I told you I'd be back, bigger and better than ever. I am. I'm here. And we'll be back here every week, once, twice, a week at least once a week, maybe twice. I'll be back this week, Sunday night. If you people can stay awake after the finals game, I will be doing a live Sentells Intel right after Game 2 of the NBA Finals. We can discuss the what, the how, the when, the why. We can get all those details. It'll be a little short little show, but we can discuss everything NBA Finals right after Game 2 on Sunday night. Join me then. But right now, since there's no calls, we're going to reveal these last 5 players. Let's get these last 5 players out here. And I know a friend of mine is going to absolutely love who's at number 5. And I'm not even looking forward to the damn text message I'm about to get. Because I'm about to get a bunch of text messages later. Because this guy at number 5. But the number 5 player entering the 2017 season, according to Chad Reuter, is Derwin James, safety, Florida State. Now, James was injured 2 games into the season last year. But he had a hell of a freshman season, and most people had him as one of the best safeties in the country coming into the 2016 season. But unfortunately, he got hurt. But this guy, even after the injury, has him at number 5. Says that James will be full throughout in 2017. The tall, long safety is a secure tackler against the run and has the ball skills to create turnovers and coverage. So at 5, Derwin James, I expect a few text messages later about his spot on this list. I can damn near set my clock to it. At 4, a name that we're familiar with, Baker Mayfield, quarterback, Oklahoma. The former walk-on and Texas Tech transfer could be a Heisman Trophy finalist for the second year in a row. His mobility, toughness, and ability to stretch the field helped him overcome a lack of size to be a dangerous offensive threat. And then there were 3. The top 3 players entering the 2017 college football season, according to Chad Reuter. At 3, Sam Darnold, quarterback, USC. Darnold is considered the nation's top young quarterback in the NFL scout circles due to his physical attributes and mental aptitude. Mental aptitude, that's a great word. He'll carry his young receiving core in 2017. Sam Darnold. Aptitude, like that word. At 2, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, Lamar Jackson. Jackson did not end the year on a high note, but his talent as a thrower and a runner give him a great chance to be the first repeat Heisman winner since Archie Griffin. Hey, that would be something. A repeat Heisman Trophy winner. And at number 1, a bit of a surprise, maybe even a shocker. But at number 1, the number 1 top player in the 2017 college football season, according to Chad Reuter, Ed Oliver, D tackle, Houston. Oliver was the most impressive freshman defender in recent college football history. He'll be a constant thorn in the side of offenses for the foreseeable future. So sophomore Ed Oliver tops the list as the number 1 player heading to the college football season. So there's the top 50 list from my man Chad Reuter. If you have some comments about that, you can get ahead and comment on that. Also talk about the NBA Finals. Only have about 8 minutes left. Lines are open. If you want to get in and get a final call, you can. Don't be shy. Don't just watch. Come here and add something to the show. I set it up for you to call in here and let your voices be heard. Profanity is welcome. Just don't want to use one certain word that I don't want to use. I think we all know what word that is. But if you want to call and gripe and bitch and moan and complain about what's going on in the world of sports, hey, I am here for you people. We are 2 days away from Game 1 of the NBA Finals, 9 o'clock, ABC, Oakland, California, Oracle Arena, Cavs v. Warriors, Part 3, trilogies. You like trilogies? Any trilogies movies that were good to you? You know any good movies that had 3 movies that were good? No? Not at all? No? Any movies? Any trilogies? I can't think of any trilogies that were really great. Like, Men in Black 3 wasn't that good. That's all I can trilogies. It's hard to make 3 really good movies. The Matrix had 3 movies.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean, they were all good.
How many Pirates of the Caribbean movies are there now? There's like 9.
That's Fast and Furious.
No.
Pirates of the Caribbean, roughly, I want to say the one that just came out is maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah, I was just having fun with the fact that this is the 3rd time. This is a trilogy. You don't have a lot of trilogies and a lot of things. You got exceptions for movies, but most of the time, once you get past the 2nd movie, it goes just really downhill.
Well, if they make a 3rd John Wick, they would all be good. The first one was awesome. The 2nd one was awesome. So
and we look
maybe
forward.
if they make one more, it'll probably be
we
awesome.
look forward to the 3rd John Wick. If any guys out there, you watching this and you know of a trilogy, the 3rd movie of any series that was really good, comment that right now. Call in, comment that right now. If you know a movie series, the 3rd movie was just as good as the first one, tweet it out or comment it right now in the live box or put it on my Facebook wall. I would like to really know that. I would really love to know that. Nobody really chimed in on the poll question of the day. Which player entering the NBA Finals is under the most pressure? A. LeBron James. B. Kevin Durant. C. Steph Curry. D. Other. I went with Kevin Durant. Clearly, he's under all the most pressure. He took off and ran to a 7-3 win team who had already won a championship. So clearly, the pressure is on him. He can't hide anymore. He got to see the king. He can't hide behind Draymond and Clay and Steph. So he's going to be out there. The spotlight will be bright on him. 10 years in the league, no championships. So KD is definitely under the most pressure. The guy said the Matrix. Was the Reloaded or Revolution? Revolution, the third one. I can't remember. You remember which one was third, Revolution or Reloaded? I think I said Matrix earlier because those are actually, I think all three of those were really good.
Revolution was the third one.
I think Revolution was the third one. I'm not
Matrix,
sure.
And then Matrix Reloaded,
Yeah.
and then Revolution.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But if there's a third one, anybody?
That's the new Reeves too.
Yeah, I realized that. That's okay. I'm sorry if anybody's still out there watching me that lost me just for a second there. I apologize for the technical difficulties we just had. But if you're still in here, we're then kind of went off the rails. We're talking about trilogies as movies. Like if you could name a trilogy of a movie series that the third movie was just as good as the first one, in light of the Cavs v Warriors Game 3 that's coming up. Game 3. The third straight year that the Cavs and Warriors are meeting in the finals. If you could think of any movie series where the third movie was just as good as the first movie of the series, put it down in the box. Call me. I got about 2 minutes left. You can get in here and call me if you want to. You can tweet me. The handle is at Sentells, Intel, one word. So if you got Twitter, follow me on Twitter. If you got Twitter, leave your handle on my Facebook wall, and I'll add you. So, because I want to get the Twitter rolling. I don't know. I don't know if I had Twitter up in any way. I might not even had it up. But I want more phone calls. You people demanded this. You people say I need to be more interactive. I got more interactive, but I don't have any phone calls. I got one phone call. A lot of viewership, which that's awesome. I'm glad you're watching. Like I said, I'll be back Sunday night right after game 2. I know some of you are older, might be in the bed, because it'll be like 11 o'clock. But I'll be back at like right after the game ends. I'm coming on here, and we're going to discuss game 2 of the finals, the how, the what, the when, the where, who did what, you know. Be like a 30-minute show, 45-minute show. I'll have the phone lines open. You can call in and vent, complain, and bitch and moan for the LeBron haters, because that's what you're going to do, bitch, moan, and complain. So you can get ahead and do that. But we got about 2 minutes left. KG, Big Ticket, you have anything to add before we get out of here?
No, not that I can think of.
Not really. You got anything to add? Okay, we got 2 minutes left. This has been it's been a great first show. I told you I'd be back. I told you I'd be better. I told you the show would be better. I told you I would be better.
You're only better because I'm here now.
Well, I got a co-host, and it's good to have a co-host in here. But I told you I'll be back, and I was gonna make this thing right. But now you got to do your part. Hey, this phone line is hooked up for you to call me. You can get in here and make this show really, really interactive. Get to the Twitter, get your Twitter feed. If you don't even use it, get you one just to follow me on Twitter, because we'll be reading the comments off the Twitter page also. I'll have that going Sunday night. Make sure that Twitter feed is up. I don't know if we had it up tonight, but got a minute left. I enjoyed it. This is the hottest new Facebook Live show and podcast in the world.
In the world.
In the world. Not just the South, Southeast, America, but the world. We're coming for you. Bigger, better than ever. I will see you Sunday night after game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Caleb Green, the big ticket, I am your host, Sentell Wildman. I am out. I will see you next time.